Oh, I was inspired by a fellow YouTuber's he's doing a book purge for kind of clearing off his shelf of books to read. So I thought I'd do the same. I think it's usually I think he say it's TetsTube. I don't know how to say his username, but I'll put a link to his page. He does some really cool videos. But here's just some stuff I got. All these books I've gotten at kind of library book sales, so they were probably no more than a nickel or 10 cents. It's usually kind of fill up a brown paper bag for $1 or $2. So I kind of would just go in there and throw stuff in there and not really pay attention to what it is. And I have two of these Mac Bulan novels. I mean, it looks kind of cool on the cover, but the back kind of seems like a kind of a terror, like Stop Terrorist, kind of like that 24 show. And I've read kind of action terrorist things like this, and I don't really like that kind of subject really for reading. That's more for a movie because it kind of just makes me depressed and paranoid. So, and usually the writing isn't very good. So I got those. And this is another one, Turn of the Screw. It sounds like a porno or something. But it's kind of neat. It has this Walmart sticker, but it's not a sticker. It's printed on the book there. So, and I think this is kind of like a horror thing. Also, reading horror books is a lot different than watching the movie versions. And I think it's a sci-fi one. It just didn't look that interesting. Well, maybe I'll read that one. That one might be. We'll see. Oh, this is one I was giving to my friend because Ernest Hemingway in Our Time. So I still have to read that one too. I have another version of Picture of Dorian Gray. This one, the font's kind of small in this one, so I was keep the other one, which is a little better. Voyage of the Grey Wolves. I don't know. Probably some. Looks like something with World War II. Yeah. I also don't really got into Tom Clancy stuff. Here's Net Force Virtual Vandals. I think this is kind of like a young adult series. Here's a R.L. Stine Fear Street. These I always thought were more for girls. They had the Goosebumps. And these are kind of more for a little older. Maybe they seem like they were geared towards girls, but I never really got into it. I didn't read that one either. This one is, I never knew what Left Behind was, and then I started watching the movie with Kirk Cameron in it, I think, and then I realized how ridiculously religious it is. So I definitely gonna give her that. The Omega Sanction. That sounds kind of cool, but I think it's another terrorist kind of thing. And this one is neat. The Bermuda Triangle has a little skull picture there. I might take a look at this. They have some different pictures in there, and I might look at that one before I get rid of it. I got the Lucifer Directive. I don't know. I like the cover. I wonder if that's a movie. Kill, hijack, attack. I don't know. And then I have this one in a hardback book I'm going to read sometime. It's Space by, I think, James Michener. I heard good things about this one. But look at this. Is definitely a lot of reading here, and kind of tough reading this. It's a small font. Another one I got is Deaning. Is that his name? I don't know. I don't like how new books have the author's name bigger than the font of the book. This is another kind of terrorist thing, I think. It's not my thing. Here's a Perry Mason book I thought was kind of neat. The Case of the Screaming Woman. But there's a gas can with a cat eating a fish. I don't understand. I wonder if that was an episode too. Oh, and here's the one I was giving my friend. Is an older version of The Hobbit. That's kind of neat, I guess. Here's the guy in the back. He kind of looks like a hobbit. But I never read this one either, and let's see what... I feel like somebody did some math there, if you can see that. I don't know what year this was. Well, here, this is a 1973 release, so there's some books I'm going to get rid of. That's a good thing. That's a lot of space saved too, so thanks for watching. If you've seen any of these books and or have read any of them actually, and they're worth reading, let me know, and I'll wait a little while before I get rid of them just to see if there's something I should read. And thanks for watching.